Hello everyone, my name is Abby Bliss White and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to do a full face of Victoria Beckham Beauty. I had ordered her new Orchid Eye palette and then I went out of town and I completely forgot to do a review of this beauty. So today what I thought we would do is just a full face of Victoria Beckham Beauty, using some of my favorites as well as using this beauty on my eyes. So if you are interested in seeing how I created this look using a full face of Victoria Beckham Beauty, then let's go ahead and get started. Okay, we're gonna have fun doing a little look with the Orchid Victoria Beckham Eye Palette. I ordered this and then I went out of town and I forgot to do a review, and it is absolutely beautiful. So we're gonna do a full face of Victoria Beckham Beauty because I love this brand so much. So I'm gonna be using my trio. I'm using the Cell Rejuvenating Illuminator, and I'm going to use this in Pearl. And then my favorite Victoria Beckham Foundation Drops. I have this in Light 4. That is a very good match for me, but I am first going to take a little pump and prime my skin with this. This just adds a little bit more glow to the skin, completely optional, but since I have it, I really like it, and I actually really love the golden, so it's just not too golden or orange or anything like that. It just gives your skin kind of this healthy, beautiful little glow. So just gonna use that. I kind of like to push that under the eyes as well, since it's a little illuminating here. And I'm hoping everyone had a fabulous weekend. And then I'm gonna come here, take my drops. This is Light 4, which is a fantastic match for my skin. And I can see in the warmer months, if I get a little bit of sun, I can use the golden illuminator to just warm this up a bit. But honestly, we don't want to do that. We want to protect our skin. And I am just going to use my fingers first. I really love the ease of this makeup. And again, it is expensive, but it has skincare in it. And anybody I've recommended this to me and they tried it, they love it also. Many people, like myself, if you remember the Chanel Vita Lumiere foundation, I used that for years. And then they discontinued that. And this one has almost like a little bit more coverage. I think, no, it's been a while, but I loved that from Chanel. And so I often get asked like a dupe, what would be a good dupe for that product? And I actually would tell you, I think this is a very good dupe for that, for the Chanel Vita Lumiere, the one that came in a little shaker like that. So I have the concealer from Victoria Beckham. Absolutely love this one. I think I'm almost needing to get another one of these, and I have this in the shade L1. So we are just coming in to those little dark hollows. I like to put a little bit on my eyelid here. I'll do a little right here. Any place I might need a little extra coverage, but honestly, I find that the drops here have a lot of coverage. So I am just going to use my fingers here and kind of use the warmth of my fingers and kind of tap this in under the eyes. So yep, I know there has been a ton of foundation launches and I have really loved so many, but I still go back to my Victoria Beckham, like when it's kind of one and done, easy makeup. These are the ones that I reach for. I really love the formula of those products. I like the fact that they have skincare benefits. So yep, I still love that trio. Okay, I don't think I was recording, so I look a little crazy, but I used her, the contour pen here in marble. So just kind of did a little bit of sculpting, and then I'm going to blend this out. I'm using some of the brushes that I had picked up during one of her sales. Everybody told me they were so nice, so I am using those, and they are really super soft. I love the handles, really pretty. Now with cream products, I generally use more kind of synthetic brushes here. Kind of put that in the eye here, but blending this out and underneath. Okay, I just added a little contour to the face, trying to figure out which blush, Posh blush, I want to use. I have this one in Major here, such a good color. And then I have Miniskirt. I kind of feel like that might be a little bit, one's a little bit more pinky. I think I'm going to go with Miniskirt here. And we'll put a little bit of color on the cheeks. I do really love these cream blushes. They always just make your skin look really good. So I'm just kind of putting it on with the bullet first, and then I'll be using my favorite Reflect highlighter to give my skin that glass look here. And just let me blend this out first. Little bit of warmth and color on the cheeks. As I said, I've just been obsessed with blush lately. Okay, we've got a little color on the face, and then let's move on to this beautiful Orchid Eye palette here. I'm going to start right here with this basic, I would say bone color, a little bit here, or shell color. And I'm going to place that all over. I'm bringing that up into the eyebrows. Don't worry, I will use my baby blade to do my eyebrows once I do my mascara here. So just coming in here. Adding a little lightness to my eyes here. This is actually quite a nice little brush here. This is, I believe this is the 20. I will leave all the brush information down below here. And then we're going to come into the pretty orchid color. A little bit of pink here. And I'm just going to come in here and we're going to do, ooh, a little bit of that color in my crease. Now this just looked so pretty online, and again, you all know I'm gonna love this shade. That kind of shimmery shade looks so pretty, but I am going to create this little orchid look on the eyes. Little wash of that color. And then let's come into my favorite shade right here. I'm going to put that topper shade right on my mobile lid. Okay, it suggests using the Victoria Beckham Satin Kajal in Orchid. You could also use Fig, but I am going to go ahead and use Orchid today, but if you did not pick that color up, I would say I would think that Fig would also work. And again, before I use the shade in the palette, I am just going to kind of tight line with the Orchid, and then I will do a top liner using the powder there. Using the sponge on the other side here, I am just smudging that Orchid color here, kind of making this a smoky orchid look here. Okay, then I'm coming into this shade here. I am using a Nikki LaRose number 11, kind of an angled brush here. Gonna dip into that deeper color, and then I will top the pencil, just sort of intensify with the powder liner here. And I'm laughing because in my mind right now, if you guys have been seeing on Instagram, the double Dutch dance, and for some reason that song is in my, or that song and dance is in my mind with the double Dutch. So I'm like, I can't get it out of my brain. It's so okay, this is what I have created with that Orchid Eye palette. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go clean up my brows, put on mascara so we can see the overall look, finish off with a few more Victoria Beckham Beauty products, but I won't bore you with my mascara application, so I'll be right back. Eyes are on. I cleaned up my brows with the baby blade. I have it in taupe. And then for mascara, I used her, I'm forgetting which, Future Lash, but it did come in the shade Cocoa in a collection. I'm hoping that it is available separately too, but basically I've been trying to embrace this brown mascara, and I do find that once I put on the mascara, especially if it's a darker brown, I see my eyes versus the lashes. So that's just something, it's a little bit softer, but I kind of see the overall eye look versus my lashes. So trying to embrace that. And then I want to add just a little bit of bronzer, my favorite Reflect, that gives you the most gorgeous glossy skin. So with the bronzer, I love her bronzer brick. So this one, I kind of just dip into both the lighter and the darker. I'm using the beautiful powder brush. This is so pretty. Like, her brushes are very quality if you ever do want to pick them up. I've been getting asked about them, and they are really pretty. Now, of course, if you can, when she has a sale, that's when I had picked them up, when she had like a sale, just because, you know, I have a lot of brushes, but these are definitely quality, super soft. I love the handles. I love the aesthetic of it. So I'm doing a little brush of bronzer on the skin. She does not have a powder yet, so I can't wait to see what else she comes out with. Now, I did order her new lip shade. I think it might be perfect with this overall look. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to use her lip liner in 2. Love this. I love 2 and 3 are my favorite colors of her lip liners, and yes, I really do like her lip liners. They are creamy but not overly creamy, and I like the tones that she has. So just going to use number 2. I think 3 would work too. 3 is a little bit a little bit more mauve, but to be honest, I didn't want to take away from the eye because the eye look is the star. And then I pulled out one of her glosses. This one's in Poolside. I just love the glosses as well. So I cannot wait for the kind of rosy shade to show up. Just kind of going with a neutral lip. And then I am using my absolute favorite. This is Reflect, and actually a lot of times I will use her lip liners and then just top my lips with this because it is so pretty. Because let me just show you, it just gives you the prettiest, like out of all of my highlighters. This one just always, anytime I wear this, I get a compliment on my skin. That's what I will say. It literally just does what it says, reflects, and it's just such a pretty glassy skin look. So I'm gonna put that on. I'm gonna put just a teeny bit up here, right here, and put that here. I'm actually just gonna add that a little bit of shine to the middle of my lip, a little pucker there, but that's what I'm saying. It's such a beautiful color and it just looks outstanding on its own or with a lip liner. I think this lip is okay, but I feel like it is a little too nude where I want to play up the Orchid. And so I pulled out one of my favorite, the Posh balms. So let me take this off. Just laughing. I'm like, I don't know, it works, but it's not perfect. No, normally I would use my Victoria Beckham #3 lip liner, but of course, I can't seem to find that at the moment. It'll show up the minute I'm done filming, but I often, when I'm using these balms, just use them by themselves. So I feel like this color in Cassis is going to kind of go with the overall look. And again, these feel so darn good. Now, Cassis is very similar to Clinique's Black Honey. I feel like it works with your lips. And I love the feeling of her balms. Like, I think those might be like my ultimate #1 lip products for them. I do really like her glosses, but the things that I reach for the most are her balms. They are, again, just a little beautiful tint on the lips. They grip your lips. They're super, like, I don't want to say viscous on the lips, but they have a really good feel, like they stay on the lips. And I feel like this is a little bit more complementary with the sweater that I am wearing today, as well as the overall eye look. So this is my full face of Victoria Beckham makeup, playing with that Orchid Eye Wardrobe palette. I apologize for the delay. I was laughing. I'm like, I can't believe I haven't done a review on that yet. But anyhow, I think she even launched a newer one. I will check that out. I may have to pick that up as well. But absolutely love this brand, love her products, just kind of having fun doing full face of favorite makeup brands. So if there is something that you would like to see next, let me know. I do have a Westman Atelier full face coming up, but I did pick up the new blush shade in Fizz, so that is on its way to me. So I thought I would wait because that is such a pretty color, and as you know, I'm just a little obsessed with blush. So we'll have like maybe a blush battle, kind of showing you all the different cream blushes and which ones are my favorite. So let me know if that sounds like a good idea. Thank you so much for watching, and I will be back with another video soon.